Right, hi guys. We are going to do love and career messages for all signs today. So I'm going to try and jump straight into it, but you're gonna have to bear with me. As you know, the setup for YouTube is something I do struggle with. If you've been with me for a while, you will know the struggles I go through just to set up this stupid damn thing, because the problem with YouTube, it doesn't give a preview window so that you can preview your screening, and as a result I have to try and maneuver whilst I'm like on live, but I don't like faffing around, so I end up having to like either start and then restart and then cancel and then start again or whatever, or it just takes me a while so that I can get it right the first time. But either way, it's just like great difficulty I go through every single time. So to YouTube, please sort it out so that it's not so challenging for creators like me. Ideally, yeah. Like, it's just a gentle request. Okay. So we're going to start with Aries today and go all the way to Pisces, and it will be love messages and career messages, or career messages. I think we'll start with love. So we'll do love and then we'll do career for each sign, okay? So starting with Aries. Messages for the Aries, please. Love messages for Aries. What love messages for the Aries? What does the Aries need to know when it comes to love, please, Spirit? Ooh. Wow. Wow. So Aries, there's someone around you that is lying to you. I feel like this person is basically telling you what you want to hear when it comes to matters of the heart. So maybe this is somebody that knows that you want a relationship with them, or this might be somebody that you have expressed that you want to live together with them. And quite honestly, I feel like this person is just telling you what you want to hear right now. Okay, I don't feel like this person is necessarily being genuine, but I do strongly get like them just telling you what you want to hear. Like there's something about them lying. It's to do with the home. The home is significant. So like if it's not a home, then it's like marriage or a stable connection. So maybe this person tells you they want to be in a relationship, or that they're all for you. No, that's not the case. There's something about this person wanting to win at all costs. I see a lot of swords. This is a lot of backstabby energy. Lots and lots of backstabby energy here. There's a lot of distance as well. I feel like this person is showing up as like a bit of a player. Somebody that's really flighty. They could be an air sign, because I do get strong air sign energy here. So it's like Aries. I always say Aries. It's not Aries, darling. Jesus Christ. It's either just carry on with the false flipping sign, not the false signs, but as in saying the signs you don't want to say, girl. Guys, I've been so sick for like 3-4 weeks now. I think we're approaching the 4th week. I just can't shake whatever this is. I'm on medication now, but it's been a journey and I feel like it's frazzled my brain. So bear with me. So this could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius that you're dealing with, okay? There's something about this person. I don't know if they're a bit of an attention seeker. They may act like they are traditional, like they want what you want, but I don't necessarily see that, okay? I feel like this person is quite strategic in the way that they communicate and the way that they carry themselves here. I do feel like this person could actually be waiting for someone else. They could be hoping to reunite with another person. That's not for everyone, but that is quite a specific message, that they could be actually intending on reuniting with somebody else that they may feel like is their divine match. And so they're just kind of using you at the moment as like a bit of a placeholder. Yeah, there's something here where they're trying to use you as like a stopgap from getting from A to B. So like, let's say you could be somebody who is very giving, very nurturing, very loving, or you're just like a bit of a distraction. And I'm not saying that's because you're less of a person to this person or whatever, but like this person is kind of just seeing you as somebody to help them through like a transition, almost like a rebound. But I kind of see them going back somewhere. Like, I don't know if they're going to like remarry someone or get back with an ex-partner or something like that. There could be like financial reasons as to why they're not connecting at the moment. And so like, I don't know if you're wealthy or if you're just generally giving or understanding. You may be younger than this person may feel like you're easier to manipulate. I don't know, there's something weird going on, but I feel like this person's seeking out a larger opportunity, and there is something to do with finances that is linked here. Look at what I'm saying to you. Look at what I'm saying to you. This is all about their family. This is all about growing. This is all about developing. This is all about like transitioning. But I feel like in the interim, you may be getting like the brunt of whatever this person is suffering and trying to escape, oh my God, and get out of. You are kind of at the brunt of that, and may end up suffering as a result of this person kind of just using you, which isn't a nice thing to hear, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. So I will pull to close out your love portion of this reading. I will pull a love oracle, a romance angel card rather, to find out what you need to know when it comes to love. Any other messages for the Aries, please, watching this? Any other messages, please, for the Aries watching this? That wanted to come out, but it didn't. For the Aries watching this, what do they need to know? Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I feel like somewhere along the line, deep down, you actually know that this person that you're linked with at the moment, connecting with, is possibly not for you. And I feel like your ability to stay true to yourself and basically stay in your power, there's something about your self-respect that I'm seeing strongly here, but I feel like you're also not losing sight of what you want, what you're seeking. So this could actually be your energy where maybe you're not really content where you are, and you're maybe using this person as a bit of a stopgap and just saying what they want just for now, because you're not really invested, and you may be in the interim kind of calling in your soulmate, either consciously or not. So take this reading how it resonates, but I'm not necessarily saying that's the right thing though, Aries. So if that is your energy, then really consider how your reactions, behavior, etc. can impact on another person. And always try to lead with pure intention. You know, that's really important. Yeah, so there we go. I am going to now pull career messages for you to find out what you need to know when it comes to your career. So that's career messages for the Aries, please, Spirit. Career messages for Aries. Career messages for Aries, please, Spirit. Career messages for Aries. Okay. Well, that wanted to hop out, so I will pull that. Oh, wow. I feel like there's some kind of like competition, rivalry taking place at work. But I feel like you're not involved in this. You're keeping out of it and you're kind of on your own journey. Like you're not really entertaining the competition. So maybe you're in a specific industry where there's a lot of competition, rivalry. I feel like you're not really focused on that. Like you're focused on not competing against other people. If anything, it's like bettering yourself from yesterday. So it's a really powerful energy. I kind of feel like for some of you, you might be in the creative field. You might not be making. Wow, there's a lot of pages here. Yeah, there's a lot of people that I feel like are new in their career. So I do feel like this is creative though. So there could be like a number of people like in a similar industry to you. So it could be like I don't know, I'm getting spoken words or like rap, maybe music, maybe podcasting. There is something about like your voice that I'm getting strongly. And I feel like there's a lot of people here and a lot of young people and a lot of like new, fresh people that like you could see them as a competition, but I feel like you're not. You're just kind of stuck to your own lane. And as I said, like focused on how you can improve as opposed to like focusing on other people and what they're doing, whereas maybe there are people that are focused on you and what you're doing. So that's quite interesting. I do feel like you are having a lot of fun though as well. Like as much as there's rivalry and stuff, I do feel like you're actually having fun along this journey. And there's something about this being really healing. Or you may be a healer. You may be healing people that you would never even like realize or notice need healing. I do feel like there is some one in particular. Now this could be you might be actually like leading a group of people that are fresh in their career. So like you could be a manager of some kind, whether it's like a music producer, manager, or something like that. I don't know. But it's like your energy here, whatever you're doing, there's something about you doing something in the shadows behind the scenes with these people, these young people, and you're teaching them like how to improve their skill, how to maybe navigate the industry if they're new to it. So I feel like you're seen as a leader. Look, the Empress is here as well. You could be. Wow, okay. So I do feel like there's a mother figure. I don't know if this is your mother. I don't know if this is a baby mother. I don't know if this is you yourself. Maybe you're a single mother or a mother. It doesn't have to be single mother. But there's something about like some level of conflict. What I am strongly getting for some of you, like your job could entail like something to do with coaching or something to do with oh my god, like mentoring. So for some of these kids, I do really see you strongly working with children, like strongly. And it's like there's a group of people, a group of children, a group of adolescents, people that are maybe in their teens, just starting out their career. They may be in conflict with like their parent who is like fighting against whatever they're doing or trying to achieve because they may deem it as unrealistic, and you're here to basically prove that it can be done because you're like a walking trophy. I don't know why I had that song and I said it in a British, I sung it in a British accent, so it's so like not relevant, but there's something about you like being a role model basically because you've been there, done it, and it's like now you're mentoring people that are also following your path. It's like you're kind of helping people at an age that you was like say 10-20 years ago or however long ago, but you're doing such a big thing. There's something about you that is like creating a ripple effect, almost like a Mexican wave. So you are kind of having such a high impact on these children, and I feel like you're giving them purpose, okay, in a place where there's a lot of conflict, particularly with their mother or like somebody that's like a maternal figure. So I'm not sure about that, but You're doing something powerful, and if you're ever in doubt, then you should know that, and that's what I'm getting for you. So carry on, and look at this, a lot of victory, success, public recognition. So this could be public recognition for you, for the people that you're working with or helping, supporting. That is your reading, Aries. This is a beautiful reading, really beautiful, really, really beautiful. And I'm sorry about my voice if you're tuning in. Oh my god, guys. Right, we're moving on now to Taurus. So we're going to find out what love messages for the Taurus. Love messages for the Taurus, please, Spirit. Love messages for the Taurians that are watching this. What love messages for the Taurus? Wow. Right, Taurus, I feel like there's something about you where you're like very confused. I feel like I am strongly getting like you're overindulging though as well. I feel like your angels are calling attention to you overindulging in something, okay? So like for some of you, if this is to do with love, this could be like you overindulging in like way too many options. Maybe you're drinking a lot, smoking a lot with these people, partying too much, doing something in excess, maybe sexual relationships that is like a little bit too much, okay? I feel like this is something that not many people know about you, but there is an excessiveness to your energy. And I do see like your ancestors, your angels, they're calling this out, okay? Because it's something that is going to lead to like bad health, okay? So it's really important that you take heed in this. If it's sexual relationships, it could be that like it's going to lead to some kind of like STD. I'm not saying that's the case 100%, but like I'm just giving you an example, okay? There is somebody in your workplace that like has a lot of feelings for you. They kind of seek out opportunities to work with you because they have like a sense of familiarity with you. I don't know if this is a partner that you actually work with. Maybe you have a business together. I feel like you fulfill this person more than you know. So like let's say you're in a relationship but you're stepping out on the relationship, like you have to basically be aware of the implication that this is having on that person, even though they don't see it. But if they were to ever find out, because of how much they love and care for you, it's something that it's a dangerous game if that's the case, is what I'm seeing. So like take it how it resonates. I know I said a few things here, but it's not all gonna match. So you have to take the messages that resonate. But essentially, I do see somebody that loves you a lot. For others of you, you could just be working like with this person, but I feel like you have a family with them as well. But there's a lot of love here, but there's also something really, really toxic here. Like, there's something you guys do. You might do it together in excess, okay? I don't know if this is like some kind of fraud that you guys do together. I don't know what it is, but it's like something toxic that you guys do. And I do see you doing it together. I don't know. But this is to do with love. I don't know if this is for you guys to like earn money. I do feel like it's got some monetary, like some kind of money stipulation, like not stipulation, but some kind of reward here, monetary reward that you gain from this. I do feel like this is like relational, like somebody that you count as family. And since it's a love reading, like it doesn't necessarily have to be love in like romance kind of way. It could also be a platonic love. So I don't know, there's something hidden that you guys are doing way too much, and I feel like it's getting to a very toxic place now. This is all there's an obsession that you're having when it comes to wealth. Like you're on this dark side of wealth. Like you view wealth in a specific way. Like you view wealth along with this person as like wealth is wealth is wealth is health. So like without wealth I'm not successful, without wealth, without stability I'm not this, I'm not shit. But you might be, over indulging, over obsessing about this. Yeah, there's something about a home here as well. Like, I don't know if there's you do something with homes. I don't know if you're trying to flip homes. I don't know. There's something here, and this is weird because like I'm supposed to be doing a love reading here, but like I can't help but feel like this is really like connected together. Like there's something that's connected with work and like love, and it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't have to be romantic love. It can be platonic love, but there's something you need to reconsider when it comes to like relationships and things like that. Tell me more for the Four of Wands, please, Spirit. Relationships, love, and oh yeah, that's something about a marriage here. Something about a marriage. I don't know if you're not really there. Like when I say there, you might not be in a position where you think I want to marry, because you may feel like you don't have enough money. So I feel like maybe like your money and your relationships are like connected in the sense of like you don't feel like you are in a position to marry, to get a home, to commit until your finances are somehow improved, and you may be obsessing so much about this, but it's actually on the brink of toxicity, and it's also leading to a lot of confusion and you unable to make like successful choices and decisions in your life. So be very mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. Okay. Yeah, there's something about you overindulging in something as well. So drugs, alcohol, something, okay, and it's also clouding your vision. So you just need to be careful of that. I will pull now for your career. Messages for the career when it comes to career for the Taurian, please. Career, please. Career messages for the Taurus. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There's something about you. Again, I just feel like this is tied with love, because we've got Ace of Cups here. Until you're in a position where you feel like you can provide and you can be like leader in a connection in some ways, like you're not ready to commit to love. Like this is so like, it's so crazy how this is overlapping. There's something about a court case. So there could be like an ongoing court case that is implicating you both financially, but also when it comes to like having a new start. You might want to, I know that the readings here are a little bit like confusing, because I feel like career and love is so like connected, as I said, but it's almost like when it comes to love, like I don't know if you're married or you're in a relationship with like a baby mother, or maybe you are like a baby mother, not to kind of like, I know there's a stigma with that, but like not in the typical sense, but like obviously you're a mother to someone's child, right? And so like let's say you're going through a court case, a divorce, a separation. There's something here that's preventing you from moving forward, basically, in the career and in love. And I feel like that's such a burden to you right now. You are trying to bring about positive changes, so that something has to change in your life so that you can take action, because you want new love and you want a new, like you might want a new career, or you might want just a fresh start in a career, but you have new things coming, new beginnings, brand new beginnings are happening, and they are coming towards you very fast. But there's something about like a court case closing out first, because I feel like somebody's trying to hold on to you, or trying to hold on to like assets or something like that. So, or there's something really, really messy here. Basically what I see happening is that this is going to go in your favor. So things are going to work out and healing will come, so that you can move forward in both love and career. So it might be like, it doesn't have to be career in the career sense, but career as in like maybe financially you're not able to like make as much progress as you know that you can, because this situation is like holding you back, basically. But it will improve, Taurus. So that's what you must know. Right, we're going to move on now to Gemini, okay? So Gemini. Love messages, please, for Gemini. Love messages, please, for Gemini. Love messages for Gemini, please, Spirit. Oh, wow. There's like conflict with a mother figure. I don't know, it's about children. Specifically for some of you, it can be to do with twins. Or two children. This is somebody that might be negligent of children. There's someone here that's like being negligent toward children. You might feel like, wow, what is going on? I don't know if this is to do with like alcoholism or something like that. Like there's something that this person might do in excess. I don't know if this person has like overdosed or something. There's something about their health that's like declining or declined or something. I don't know if this is their mental health. Oh my God, what is going on here? I don't know if somebody has gotten pregnant, maybe with twins or something. But like, I don't know why this is such a shock. It's like, this is so shocking. Maybe this person couldn't get pregnant, or they thought they couldn't get pregnant. And now they're realizing, oh, damn, I'm pregnant. This is crazy. I get strong Gemini energy in this region, obviously, because we're on Gemini. But like, there could be another Gemini involved in the situation. I don't know. I get something like really, really messy here. It's like there's two people. I don't know if you're in love with two people as well. I feel like there's a number of things going on. Like, I feel like on one hand, like there's an issue with children and like children being neglected. Then I feel like on the other hand, like there's some kind of confusion about like who maybe you're in love with, and like you might be having a sudden realization that you're in love with somebody else. Let's pull some more. Oh my God. What is going on in this reading? I also see something about like, I know this is not the career portion of the reading, but like Guys, I feel like just like in Taurus's reading, it's kind of intermingled, which isn't unusual because we don't separate our lives in real life, right? So the energy is kind of all just coming out. But there's something about you balancing out like a business deal, something about a business deal that has created like a good opportunity, or maybe you're seeing eye to eye with somebody you're in business with to create like new opportunities, new business or something. And so there's a lot of harmony when it comes to like career. And I'm sorry that this is kind of mixed up now. I haven't separated it for your reading, but that's what has come out. So I'm not going to ignore the message. But there's something about like this kind of feels like one portion of your life is in disarray whilst the other is now being balanced. And I feel like maybe not so long ago that was that was the other way around. But now it's like switched. So like career and stuff is going wow, business deals, etc. If that resonates, is going wow. But then on the other hand, love matters are a little bit up in the air. Um, I feel like you're realizing that somebody isn't who you thought that they were. So I kind of feel like you're having a sudden epiphany. I do feel like you're realizing that you're not really equipped to deal with this relationship or deal with this, whatever this dynamic is, because I feel like this person isn't who you thought they were. There's something about you arguing a lot. Like there might be a lot of petty fights, petty arguments with this person that you never really anticipated. And you might actually feel like this person gave you the wrong impression about who they are. And there's something about there being another person that I feel like might have your heart. Um, yeah, you could be arguing about children, over children. Somebody, if you're the mother figure in this reading, then maybe somebody is saying you're not a good mother or you're negligent of your children. It might not be the case, but that's maybe what they're saying. And you're just realizing, hold on a minute, like I do everything for these children, but maybe it's you're the problem. Maybe it's that I'm not in love with you or something like that. I am going to pull more career as a separate kind of portion of your reading because I've done it for the other sign so far. Like what career messages, please, Spirit, for Gemini? Career messages for the Gemini. Yeah, there's something going really well in your like career. I feel like so much so you might be considering going traveling. Tell me more of the 9 of... There's something about you ending something. You might decide to like end something, retire, go traveling, move abroad. It's like you're considering shutting up shop. Having a fresh start. That's for some of you. So yeah, take the messages that resonate, guys. Right, so we're on Cancer now. Right, messages for Cancer. Love messages for Cancer. Love messages for Cancer, please, Spirit. Love messages for Cancer. Cancer, I see you like reminiscing a lot. I see you reminiscing a lot. I kind of feel like, in particular, you're reminiscing about when you was younger. I kind of feel like you're reminiscing about this, like when you're at work. It's something about work that like something about work that like triggers like memories for you. Maybe like even of not only you as a child and your childhood, but possibly like if you have children, you might be reminiscing when your children were younger, if they're older children, or like even if they're toddlers, like just when they were born, or there's something about like your memory that you might feel is declining, or something about you struggling to remember certain things like that you want to remember, but you can't quite remember, like the small details that maybe are quite important. I do kind of feel like I hear you saying something like, where did it all go wrong, or where did it all change, or something like that. Like there's something about you being unable to like understand something. There's something that you can't understand. I do see excuse me, I get a lot of children in your energy. A lot of people. There's also the moon showing up. I don't know, it's like there's conflict. There's conflict, or there's something about your dreams here. I don't know, this is interesting. Yeah, there's something strongly to do with family, but there's like some kind of like confusion when it comes to your family. Something that's not quite adding up, something that you're not too sure about. I do see that you have a lot of love for your family. If this is to do with children, you may be not sure like how to give to your children, how to provide for your children, how to be there for your children. Maybe you have to work a lot, and so like you feel like you don't get enough time with them, and that might be something that you're worried about. You might feel like this kind of distance between you and your family as a result of work, having to work tirelessly. I do see like working really hard. Tell me more. Yeah, like you worry about like ending up alone. That's a big fear of yours. That is a big fear of yours. You might regret like a relationship, or you might feel disappointed in a relationship. You might feel regretful for, I don't know, maybe being, there's something you might be regretting right now. Because I feel like it keeps you like lonely. I don't know. It's like you're busy because you're working, but like, excuse me, it keeps you busy because, I mean, it keeps you lonely because you're away from like the people that you love. So I don't know. There's some kind of regret that you're feeling here, or like disappointment. Wow. You might also regret having children young, like, or disappointed in, maybe you feel disappointed as a mother, if that resonates, or disappointed in your mother. I don't know, there's something where you're like regretting or disappointed in something here. Yeah, there's something you wish you could start again on. You wish you could start again. You wish you could like rewind time. I feel like you're reminiscing heavily right now. There may be somebody that you also wish you could. For some of you, I like strongly feel like you're thinking about a person that you would love to like have a new beginning with. Somebody you view as like very nurturing, loving, possibly successful, independent. And it could be that this person has like, I don't know, like recently entered into like a new commitment or something, found some kind of peace, harmony. And I don't know, this is like disappointing you. You might be like unable to sleep over this. I don't know. But anyway, take the messages that resonate. I do see a lot of daydreaming. But this is what I'm saying. There's some kind of like reminiscing regret over the past. And I feel like, especially at night, especially when you're at work, and it's kind of like really heavy in your energy. So it's I'm sorry to hear that if that's something that resonates with you. Right, career messages for Cancer. What career messages for Cancer, please? Career messages for Cancer. Wow. Wow. I feel like whatever career you're doing makes you really happy. There's a lot of happiness here. But I also see a lot of like conflicts in this environment. You're showing up really nurturing, really loving, really giving. Do you want to zoom, darling? Do you want to focus for me? So yeah, there's some kind of like conflict here. Oh. I don't know if you've recently like been threatened with like from work, like threatened with being fired or something. I don't know. There's something here where I'm kind of getting you lied or you cheated or you've done something wrong at work that maybe you got a warning for, which is something you're disappointed in yourself for doing, because I feel like this job makes you really happy. But yeah, I don't know. There's something that there's something about like, well, guys, for some of you, I kind of feel like you might get fired, but you might not tell anyone until you find a new opportunity. Yeah, like you're trying to manifest a new beginning. I don't know that you've shared this with anyone, but like I don't know. Like there's something here that's going on. There's some kind of lie, deception. It could have been on you. Like if you didn't tell the lie, if you didn't lie or cheat or steal or whatever, maybe somebody else did and like blamed it on you. But there's something about you taking the fall for something. And it's a shame because I can see that you enjoy what you're doing here and you're also very good at it. And there's something about you being very nurturing and like, I don't know, somebody that's like a good support system. Good evening, Blanket. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. What's the weather like in Netherlands? Right, so we move on to Leo now. I'd be grateful if you could subscribe. Thank you. Right, so if you're a Leo, love messages for the Leo. Please, Spirit. Love messages for Leo. We had some decent sun in the last 2 days. Oh, lovely. That's good. We've had a little bit of sun in the UK, to be fair, which is nice. But yeah, it's not as cold as it should be for autumn, but I'm not complaining. I'm complaining at the fact that I'm so damn sick because it makes no sense. Excuse me, I'm drinking my tea and it's got all bits in it. Leo, I feel like you're trying to learn how to rebalance your energy. So I feel like you may have experienced something very painful in the recent past, and you're still trying to find your feet, basically. Got strength cards, so that's major arcana for Leo. You got like itchy cold. Yeah, I've got like the razor blades in my throat. Well, that the the most painful part of that has subsided now, thankfully, because that was unbearable. I honestly felt like I'd rather die right now than go through any more of this. But I still have a cough and a blocked nose, and all my sinuses actually feel blocked. It's like a few days though, right? Yeah. Well, I've been sick for about 3 weeks now, coming up to 4. So I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is in the air. And I can't smell or taste either. So I definitely think I have COVID. There's something about you like communicating. There's something about you communicating about what somebody done to you. I don't know if this is like a mother figure. This could be like mother wounds, or this could be a mother, like a baby mother. Maybe you have children with this person. But I see you communicating, and it's your way of like finding balance, finding healing, regaining like a sense of self, a sense of identity. I don't think it's allowed either. I mean, I don't want to die now. I think I'm good. I have more of a reason to live since I'm not suffering that nasty throat pain. But yeah. What star sign are you? I do feel like you're very sought after, Leo. So you have a lot of people that want your attention, want an opportunity with you. Um but I don't feel like you're necessarily like engaging the way that these people want. I feel like you're just keeping your options open. You're having like just enjoying like your freedom and getting to know people, but also like just learning what you want and learning who is going to align best for you. But I don't even feel like you're like even really entertaining the thought of settling down, because I feel like you're still healing and you know that. And the last thing you want to do is actually make promises that you know that you can't keep. So that's your romance sign, your like love portion of the reading. I'm a Libra sun and ascendant. Oh, cool. I don't know much about Libra. Libra is coming up. I've got Virgo and then Libra. Was there anything that you wanted to know? So career messages for Leo. Career messages for Leo, please. I feel like you have a lot of things that are like that you're doing at the moment. You don't really have time for yourself. I feel like you again, the strength card, major arcana, that's crazy. So I feel like yeah, it's something about you juggling like a lot of responsibilities, keeping really busy. There's a lot of things that you want to do, but you feel like you can't because you're preoccupied doing other things. I don't know if you're like there's something about so maybe I kind of feel like when it comes to career, like I don't know if you're trying to you might be trying to like move toward a new beginning, but like it's not happening. There's something about you trying to like break free from I don't know, something that's monotonous, something that's boring, something that's like same old. Like maybe it's the 9 to 5, maybe it's like traditional job. And I feel like you want to take action towards something that you're passionate about, that you love, but like it's just not working out for you right now, unfortunately. I'm just hanging out here a bit. The Ten of Swords came out hard. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I feel like you're determined to like be in a job that's like very flexible. Something about you driving around. You're trying to like birth something into existence. Or like there's something about yeah, I don't know. There's something about you trying to create like something new basically and move toward that is what I'm getting. Yeah, ultimately like you're trying to find balance in yeah, we're on Leo right now. Ultimately you're trying to find balance in like when it comes to your career. Like you want a healthy work to home life balance basically, and I feel like that's what you're working toward. So that's your readings, Leo, for whenever you come across this reading, if ever. Right, so next up is Libra. No, not Libra, Virgo. Sorry, psych. All right, messages, love messages for Virgo, please, Spirit. Love messages for Virgo, please, Spirit. Love messages for Virgo. So, Virgo, I feel like you're really confused. You're really confused about how to present an opportunity to someone, or how to like create, I don't know, like how to start a relationship even. I feel like you might be confused as to who to go toward. Like, there's something about your options in love that like are not, they don't suffice. Like for you, it's just not good enough. Like I feel like you know what you want, like your intuition knows that whoever these options are here, like they're not really suitable. And it kind of burdens you because I feel like you have a lot to give, you have a lot on offer, but like um you're just not seeing anybody, like, no offense, but just like worth it, that's worth investing in. I feel like you've like maybe cut somebody off. This could be somebody that somebody that this could be somebody that's like, there's just a lot of conflict with this person. It's like a mother figure. Don't know if this is a baby mother. Maybe this could be somebody that you might have been in a relationship with. They're showing up as the Empress, but I don't know. There's a lot of conflict here. And I don't know. There's something about you just not feeling inspired by this person. So I feel like you've cut this person off. And if this is you, then you've been cut off, because I feel like somebody just, they're just not doing it for you in some way. I feel like you're just, it's something about you having a lot of responsibilities. I do feel like though your energy is very scattered. Like you have a lot of options, and I feel like you're breadcrumbing a lot of people, but you're not really giving anyone like a definitive answer. You're not telling anyone that you want to actually be with them. Like you're here, there, and everywhere. Like you're entertaining this person, that person, a little bit here, a little bit there, but like you're not seeing anyone that's really viable. It could be that the person that you want to be with doesn't want you. Like there's a conflict here. So they may have blocked you. So yeah, there's a lot of like weird energy. Like there's a lot of options, but I just don't necessarily feel like you're in a place right now where you're just ready to commit. It's like you know what you want, but like you haven't found it right now. What about career for Virgo, please? Career messages, please, for the Virgo. Career messages for the Virgo, please, Spirit. Career messages, please, for the Virgo. Wow. Okay, so I feel like you feel stuck. You feel stuck to something. You regret. Like I don't know if you just excuse me one moment, because that is my doorbell. Right, sorry guys, I had to get the door. So yeah, there's something about you maybe starting your own business, becoming your own boss, and you kind of regret that. I feel like you feel stuck to something. It could also be like you feel bound in a job. So you might have a boss that just like keeps you stuck, or you might feel like working here is like somehow isolating. You might feel like, I don't know, it's almost like I'm seeing kind of like you being whipped, not literally, but like it's almost as if a job is just too demanding, or a manager is too demanding. They maybe want you to work way harder but with little pay, and I feel like you're doing way too much than what you should be. There could be something around like you being micromanaged as well. And if that is not the case and you have decided to step out on your own and have your own business, it could also be that you kind of may feel like you can't trust people. There's something about trust, and like I don't know if there's like you having to like watch the cameras all the time to see how people are performing, and I don't know, it's like your guard's always up. Or it could be that I don't know, there's something about you being watched. I don't know if this is like tax purposes, maybe you feel like your money's always being monitored. There's something about that. So I feel like you might feel a bit like resentful about starting your own thing if that's the case. It's almost like, yeah, you wanted a new opportunity. You saw this as a great opportunity, but like there's less flexibility now. And if this is just a job, then it's still the same thing that you're maybe seeing, that you could have earned good, like better money or more money going somewhere else and not being here. So you might decide to like jump ship and start something new, whether it's moving company or just closing this down and starting something new altogether. So interesting. I don't necessarily feel like I'm getting much positive readings this evening, but nonetheless you have to hear it. If it resonates, then there's a reason, you know. So it's not always going to be pleasant, guys, unfortunately. I'm getting like uber thirsty right now as well. Right, we're now on Libra. Blanket will be happy. We are on Libra now. So, love messages for Libra, please, Spirit. Libra time. Love messages for Libra, please. Wow. So I feel like you have to protect yourself in a situation. Like you're defensive towards a person that you feel is quite domineering. They might be a person who is like not who they pretend to be. They're somebody that like I feel like on the outside they appear to be very well put together, like somebody that's a leader, somebody you can rely on, look to. But I feel like actually there's something about them using, I don't know, their charm or their strength to manipulate situations in their favor. So I feel like on the other hand, you're more nurturing. You're kind of giving me like water sign energy. Obviously, you're not water sign, but there's something about you that's very nurturing, very honest. And I don't know, I feel like this person kind of abuses that. They know that about you and they may take advantage of that. So I feel like you're being really protective. You're like, I don't know if you're like, this is crazy to say, but I don't know if you are, or maybe this person, since they're a little bit like, I'm kind of getting a little bit crackers, to be honest, but I feel like somebody might be ordering like an investigation, like they might be like ordering a PI or something, like private investigator or something like that. Oh my God. Are you pregnant? Or somebody in this connection might be pregnant. And I feel like there may be like doing a pregnancy test or something to find out if they are or not. This is maybe what they're keeping. Somebody in this relationship might be hiding the fact that they're pregnant. So the female in this connection might be hiding the fact that they're pregnant from this person because they don't know how they will react. They're very concerned about this masculine overreacting or reacting negatively. Or there could be something about like this person not trusting that they're the father. Yeah, there's something about a third party here. Because I feel like there has been like what's the word I'm looking for? From a Libra I'm a guy, but I think there is a secret. Yeah, I think there is a third party here. I think there is oh my God, I can't get my words out. Basically, I feel like your angels are like tooting the horn. They're like they're like basically calling your attention to something. And they're basically warning that something needs to be further investigated or looked at, okay? When it comes to like pregnancy specifically. Because there's something about, I don't know if there's, the thing is though, I think that this is going to go in your favor. So I believe that I actually believe that this could be like some kinds of jealousy, and I'm sorry to call you out, but I do think that this is more like coming or stemming from jealousy and maybe a little bit of over possessiveness, because what I'm seeing here is that this person is very loyal, and I feel like this is something that is like somebody's overreacting based on their shadow side. Yeah, there's something in the shadows though, right? I don't necessarily think there is. Like, I'm not actually seeing that. But I feel like whatever you find out is going to prove that this person has been like very loyal. And actually, there is healing that will take place, and then you will celebrate. So I feel like you end up celebrating. You might have a baby shower, you might have a gender reveal, because you will then be relieved to know that actually like this baby is yours or whatever, and then you can actually move on to like have fun and actually enjoy like this journey, because there's something about, and I have to be honest, Blanket, like I feel like there's something about your insecurities, your shadow side, that this relationship might bring out. And you're having to look at that, and you're having to maybe acknowledge like why you're feeling that way and heal from that, so that you can work on this relationship. But yeah, I think it's more positive than anything else. Can you draw a card on that? Can you draw a card on that? On what? The King of Wands? I literally read your thing straight off the bat. Do you want me to draw a card on the King of Wands? On that insecurity? Yeah, sure. Please, Spirit. A full blanket. Tell me more about the King of Swords. Sorry, King of Wands, not King of Swords. Yeah, because you basically haven't dealt with a betrayal in the past, okay? An ending, a betrayal, something that has been very, very painful. And you're being urged to speak about it because actually what you do is like you ignore it, you don't talk about it, you keep it bottled up, and that's why like it triggers you in certain moments because you haven't healed it, you haven't worked through it, and basically it's keeping you off balance. So right now you're not centered, your energy isn't centered, you know, there is no even keel, it's like off balance, off center. The reason is because there's something that is very painful that you haven't spoke about, and it's ended, and it's been really like it's hurt you deeply, and you still carry that wound with you. So it's either somebody like hurt you physically or somebody hurt you emotionally. This could be stemming right from your childhood, but it's something that I think you're aware of. It's something that you know. Yeah, I mean, it could be depression. I'm not necessarily seeing depression, but I mean, it's obviously something that has caused a lot of pain to you, but you haven't worked through it, and that's what's keeping you stuck here, basically. So there we are. Right then. Did I do career for you? No. Juggling upside down truth and falsehoods, yeah. Right. Career for Libra. Messages for career messages. Oh, cool. Okay, I feel like you want to take action on something, but like you're not seeing it as viable. You're not seeing it as an option that is like long standing because there's a lot of competition maybe in the industry you want to like work in. So I feel like there's also something about you being concerned about gossip. Or like your social life, maybe. It could be your social life. But I do feel like, yeah, it's like something about your social life being affected. You're also worried about like how somebody sees you. This mother figure come up again. So I don't know if there's something about your mother that's significant or a mother figure in your life. And I feel like there's something like that you worry about them and how they're going to think, feel, or something like that. They might not see it as something that is like, they might not see it as like something that is viable. All right, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know if there's something like health-wise that like gets in the way. I feel like you're not really. I can see that you have a lot of potential to create, but for some reason, like you're not showing up as either willing or there's something about like there's some conflict, and maybe it is depression, and it's like stopping you from actually achieving. what you can achieve. Yeah, it's like a barrier. Look, it's like this toxic barrier. There's something it's like a devil attachment, and it's something that like prevents you from moving forward. And it can be like something like that you overindulge in, excuse me, too much partying, too much drinking, too much drugs, too much sleep. I don't know. Something that you can't seem to disconnect from, but it doesn't serve you. You know, this doesn't serve you. What is the devil energy? Yeah, it is. It's depression. Change isn't good for you. You find it hard to change, to transition. So it's actually very common in people that suffer with depression. They find it really hard to change, like make changes. So it could be like change your routine. It might feel like very painful. There's something about change that is like, it's a barrier. That's the biggest barrier for you. So you might have to look deeper into why you can't change. Like, what is it about change that triggers like your stagnancy? Because that's what it does. It triggers you to move forward in some way. And that's the biggest hurdle preventing you from growing. So I see you have to overcome that. But there is something here that prevents you. But this mother figure is significant. So I want you to think about how maybe it's connected to like your mother, basically, and like her passing, and how that is connected to that. Like there could be a specific correlation. But I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, so you know, you're probably speaking to the wrong person. You never had stability, yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. So you already know that, but it's now having to work through that, right? So you never had stability, so you seek stability. But change doesn't mean instability, right? Change doesn't mean instability. That's the thing. You can have so many changes, but you can still have a base that's stable. That's always going to be where you can go back to, and that's your base. That's your like default. Like no matter what happens in your life, right? It's like change happens all the time. The weather changes, for fuck's sake. Sorry, for God's sake. Like in London, it changes like more than I change my underwear, for God's sake. But we still manage to maneuver that, right? Because we don't have a choice in the matter. And so why can't we be free to have as many changes outside of that we want without feeling triggered by that in a negative way? I hope that makes sense. But yeah. Right. 119.7. Right, so now we move on to Scorpio. Yeah, I can't challenge London weather. Oops. No worries, you're welcome. I mean, you know, I hope it helps, but I think ultimately it's like you have to find, the root cause of things. And I mean, is it a problem? That's another thing. Maybe it's not a problem. Is it wrong to not like change? Not really. But if it keeps you stuck, then yeah, I guess it is. I mean, as in not stuck, but yeah, stuck as in from progressing in a good, healthy way. So, right, messages for lovelies. Some changes too big. But then I mean, you're in the Netherlands, so you probably don't experience much of it. But like, let's say change, like, yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say, because considering recent events in Philippines, right, with the earthquakes, I mean, look at the change there. Like, people's homes are destroyed, and again in Thailand recently, earthquakes, and like, who wants that? Nobody wants that, but you have to just maneuver. It's kind of like kill or be killed in a sense. I mean, that's a bit extreme, but I think sometimes that's what it should trigger. Like, it should trigger that fight or flight, to defeat or be defeated. And I think it's our natural instinct to defeat, to be the victor in any situation, and not be the victim. Scorpio, love messages for Scorpio. Wow, Scorpio. Right, there's a like relationship that's like stressing you out. It causes you anxiety, sleepless nights. It's weird that the justice is here though. Like, I feel like this is a very balanced connection, but like it's keeping you up at night though for some reason. I also think it's valid to be more concerned about one's self issues or health, etc., than to think about like outside that. Yeah, I mean, of course it is. Of course it is, because we're always looking through the lens of self. We're not looking through anyone else's eyes. So I mean, I know that many people would see that as like narcissistic or whatever. I feel like that's such an overused word anyway. But your own pain always feels more painful than others. That is very true. Yes. Very true. But that's why it's good to talk and communicate and create space for yourself to talk, but also provide space for others and for you to listen, because life is pain, right? But that is because it's a personal thing. Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're not trying to understand someone else, or you're not trying to explain yourself and your pain and what causes you anxiety, depression, stress, whatever it is, like How will anyone ever understand you? How will anyone ever be able to help you and support you? And I think that's something I've learned. But it's important also to note that not everyone that you speak to wants to hear and wants to listen, but not anyone has to. No one owes anyone anything, but it's about finding the spaces, no matter how rare they might be, to where you can openly discuss and express yourself and feel heard. You know? Oh my God, Scorpio, what is going on? I genuinely feel like you have something really good, but like you're still thinking about someone else. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like you might be like torn between two people in a sense. I do see a new beginning for you. But yeah, like this new beginning is just keeping you like, you're not sure about it. You're overthinking it. You might be self-sabotaging, and it might be because you're unable to like release the past in some way, or a specific person. This could be a mother figure. This could be like a baby mother. This mother figure keeps bloody coming out. And everyone's reading. Who is she? Who is she? Oh, it could be like distance getting in the way of you and someone else. I don't know. I feel like there could be two people. Or it could just be like you have something so good, but you're like self-sabotaging it because of like some kind of distance, whether energetic, that you might feel that there's some like energetic distance here, maybe physical distance as well. Wow, we got the Hierophant. Yeah, like you kind of feel like you need to like really hold on to this connection. But you might feel like you're restricted because of this distance. And that's what is keeping you stuck and like not stuck, but keeping you up in your head, keeping you anxious about this whole situation. Because I feel like you don't want to let this go. You feel like so good and passionate about this person. But at the same time, there is something here where there's distance. This is the kind of the shadow side. What do you mean by that? More for the Page of Pentacles, please. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I don't know if financially things are a little bit shaky. Maybe you're spending, not, I wouldn't even say spending more than what you're making, but I feel like it's like you're trying to work hard at something, but like it's a new thing, which, okay, we're kind of going on the realm of like career now as well, but I feel like it's always intermingled. And you're not able to like do something as quickly as you want to get the result. It could be this relationship, like you feel like that's what I'm getting. It's like moving slow. It's like moving slowly. Something's moving slowly. And maybe you want it to move fast or pick up. And that's what's like, I'm kind of getting a feeling of like you want it to last, but it's not lasting. Scorpio is moving on, but can feel guilt, but Scorpio will move on. Yeah, well, that's okay. And like, what is it that you feel guilty for? Do you know what I mean? Because, I mean, every circumstance is different, but like if you're moving on because the person was a bitch, then fine, you know, you can do that without feeling guilty. If you're moving on because you cheated on the person, well, you're doing them a favor. Like, in whatever way, like, you look at it, it's not really a bad thing. Like, I feel like if you want to move on, for me personally, if you're in a relationship with someone, yeah, and the person wants to move on, but is staying there, that is kind of worse than if they just walked away. Because who wants to be with someone that doesn't want them, right? Do you know what I mean? I think the thing about Scorpio is it will simply move on. Yeah, and so they should, if that's what they want to do. No one's holding a gun to anyone's head at the end of the day. Right, career messages. Yeah, and there is no sense in staying in a bad relationship. No, exactly. Exactly that. Sagittarius. No, not Sagittarius. Scorpio career. Career messages. Did I do career? No, I didn't. I didn't do career. But from a Libra perspective, that is like totally different. Is that because the Libra seeks to balance, like to be fair in a situation? Career. Bear with me because I just want to check something. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there's like some kind of like backstabbing going on in work. There's somebody is like, there's like two female energies at work or within a workplace that are talking like really negatively. There's something about you working slowly, being slow, working slowly. I feel like this is related to something you're healing from, though. Like you're healing from... I don't know if you've used this workplace to heal. Like you might see this place of work as your resting space, like a place you can go and like, I don't know. It's kind of like you find peace here. Yeah, and there is no sense in staying in a bad relationship. But like from a Libra perspective, that is too different. Scorpio will sting you. I know that very well. I know all about Scorpios and how they sting you randomly. Yeah, I know. They're very good at that. They creep up as well. They creep up. They creep up out of nowhere. I wish I could be like that. I think there's power in that. But I'm just too like emotional. I'm a Pisces. And I can't hold back how I feel. If I feel something in the moment, I have to say it out and get it off my chest, even if it hurts. That's when the Scorpio gets his sting ready because he doesn't like the truth. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this. Yeah, I don't know. You feel like you're not getting paid enough at this workplace, and so you're not willing to like stick your neck out for no one. And I do feel like there's gossip about you taking your sweet time, but it is what it is. It is the way I'm getting it. I do see you having to defend yourself though. You might actually like go toward a new beginning. You might move on. You might move on. You might go somewhere new because I feel like there's too much like conflict in this place. I'm still on Scorpio. I'm moving over to Saggy Waggy. So yeah, that's your reading, Scorpio. I'm sorry, it's like sorry I'm having a conversation as well, but right. So love messages for Sagittarius. Saggy Waggy. Love messages for the Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Pretty sweet, are they? I don't know any Sages, to be honest. Right, messages. Love messages for the Sagittarius. Wow. Saggy Waggy. I feel like you're having a new perspective on love and it's making you really happy. You're really standing in your power. You know what you want. And I don't feel like you're settling for anything that you know that is not for you. And you have strong boundaries at this time. Strong boundaries. There's something about a Leo. There might be a Leo that is like, yeah, heartbroken because they don't want to let you go. I feel like you might have like ended something with a Leo. Maybe a Pisces or both. Depends. I met about 3 and they were very supportive. That's good. How did you meet them? Oh my god. There's something about you being meant for like a wealthy, something like, I feel like you're calling in like a wealthy partner, somebody that might have their own business. I feel like this person comes from like generational wealth. Like they have a lot of generational wealth behind them. Yeah, this is somebody that's inherited like a lump sum, like more than a lump sum, like an estate and I don't know, a few houses, like a lot of stuff. And I feel like you're meeting this person because of your strong boundaries and because you know what you want. And wow. Yeah, I feel like they've experienced a death, like they've inherited something because of a death recently. Anything else? You might actually end up you might end up being impregnated by this Sagittarius, or you might end up getting a Sagittarius preggers. So I mean not a Sagittarius preggers. I mean, wait, hold on a second. I always do this. You know what I mean? Either you're going to get pregnant or this person is going to get pregnant. Either way, I see a child. I feel like this is somebody that you'll end up having a child with. Yeah, oh my days. She came out again, didn't she? What on earth is happening? That is actually so funny. I didn't even realize that. She's literally been in every single reading. That is crazy. Right, career messages for the Sagittarius. Somebody at work is lying or like manipulating you, like trying to, I don't know, kind of pull on your heartstrings, but like just to get you to work. They are being a bit manipulative, cold. They are like, or they might not be saying good things to get you to work. Like they might be creating some conflict. I don't know. There's some weird energy from this person. They could be a white water sign. And she appears again, of course. I feel like you're hiding something. Like you might have a job but have a side hustle that no one knows about as well. I don't feel like you're publicizing this right now. I feel like you could be a little bit like worried that this, in case this gets revealed. But like, I feel like eventually you will actually like move toward this, because there's something about you wanting to bring about, like some kind of change in your life. I'm not necessarily seeing it working out, I'll be honest. But what I do see is like you meeting somebody that is like so wealthy that you're not even going to need to work. So it don't even matter. Nothing even matter. I can't sing. Oh my God. I can't sing my voice like this. Sages are too nice. Closure. What do you mean about closure? Right. Right, Capricorn. Sag moving on after seeing the lies becoming the Empress. Are you a tarot reader? I should have asked a while ago, but yeah. I mean, I was doing career, so I'm not sure that that was relevant. Right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Love messages for the Capricorn, please, Spirit. Love messages for the Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. You have a decision to make. I feel like it's like you want to go towards something that makes you happy, but then on the other hand, your intuition is like guiding you towards something else. So you are like stuck between a rock and a hard place, if that makes sense. You do have a choice of two. I'm just mumbling in the comments. Didn't know you could mumble in comments. You're doing a great job. I'm joking. Yeah, like you are defending yourself. You're having to defend yourself against, like, I don't know if you've been accused of doing something wrong. You might actually feel blocked from somebody that not only made you happy, but like that you was also, you felt like spiritually aligned to. Maybe you felt like this was your soulmate. But like for some reason, like you're having to move away from the situation because I feel like you've been wrongly accused. And I do feel wrongly accused because if this isn't you, then maybe like you have called someone out on their bad behavior, realized that they've been lying to you this whole time. Some kind of truth may be revealed, and I feel like you're like moving away from that. You're moving away from the person, the situation. You're like seeing the truth of the situation. You're also honing into your intuition, and maybe you feel like the best thing to do for me, you, is to swim away. Not swim, but like move away from the situation entirely. Yeah, there's something fucking toxic here. Oh my god. This is sending you into like a downward spiral. I feel like you're blaming yourself about something. You're actually blaming yourself. You don't, it's like you cannot believe you gave this person a chance. You regret moving forward with this person. You regret investing into this person. And I feel like you're kicking yourself right now. But you shouldn't kick yourself. Like whatever was meant to be was meant to be. It's meant to be for a reason, basically. Those cards look like they don't believe me. Then they accused me and I had to leave. What am I going to pull? I'm going to pull Lover's Oracle. I want to see what you need to know. From the, right. Capricorn, please. Messages that the Capricorn needs to hear. They don't believe me, then they accused me and I had to leave. What do you think that is clear about? Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest psychically. See? This person isn't your soulmate. You feel your soulmate. You feel your soulmate. And you know this soulmate is not this person. And that's why you're walking away, because you know that there's something that is there's something deeper under the surface that you haven't seen, but there's something you have spotted that is making you want to walk away from this person. But it's like your intuition is also guiding you away because it's leading you to your soulmate, as you can see here. So that is a powerful message, Capricorn. Very powerful. Very powerful. Had to make a hard decision, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the hard decision was to walk away. Blanket, why don't you have your own channel, my love? Right. Oh, shoot. Career messages for... Oh my god! Oh my god! Capricorn, you have a brand new beginning coming. You're moving. You're moving home, possibly moving home. And because you move home, it's going to bring in like a different career. You'll have to change job, change base, change branch. I'm like a ghost on the internet. Well, I know you are. I think we've met many times. I think we've met many times. Yeah, like there's a boss at the moment that really irritates you. You dislike this person. And you want to get out of Dodge. This person is motivating you to end wherever you are, end a situation, leave where you're at. I don't know if you've been fired. If you've been fired, just so you know, this didn't happen to you. This happened for you to make space for what is truly meant for you, babe. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it here because actually that left on a really positive note and I like it. I like it like that. Ooh. 150. Damn. You know, the last time I did a reading, the last few times, it was like I ended on 128. Readings are getting longer. And I'm actually talking faster than I normally do. Okay. Okay. So we are on to Aquarius. Right. Love messages for Aquarius, please, for me. More water signs. Aquarius isn't a water sign. Aquarius is an air sign. I used to think that because of Aqua. It just makes sense, but no, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. Wow, Aquarius, you're daydreaming about leaving a situation. You like, I don't know, I feel like you're not looking at what you have here, you're looking at like what you don't have. And I feel like that's kind of keeping you a little bit stuck. You have all these cups, and I feel like you're just ignoring them. You're not really seeing what you have right in front of you. You rather turn your back on it and like look toward what you think is pastures green. But that kind of that saying resonates, where it's like you can't expect to water someone else's grass, like you have to first water your own grass. I can't remember the exact saying, but you know which one I'm talking about. I don't feel embarrassed. Everyone does it. I did it for ages. Sometimes I still do it when my brain isn't properly switched on. You feel embarrassed. I don't know if that's like all on purpose. Sometimes I think your spelling mistakes are done intentionally. Right, so yeah, like you're ready to move forward. I feel like you want a new beginning. Yeah, there's a determination in your energy. Like you want a fresh start somewhere else. There's something about you having a lot of responsibilities where you are. It could be that you're trying to rejuggle things in your life. So you might be, rather than walking away, you might actually be trying to like shift the energy in some way because you're determined to like make it work and balance things out. Because I do see that as well. So it could be like determined to have a fresh start in this connection. Yeah, see, unfinished business. I told ya. So you might go away for a short time, but then I feel like you're going to realize that there's unfinished business in the situation. So it's not going to completely close out. I do feel like there's a lot of pettiness going on in the situation, arguments. And I think you want a new beginning when things get a little bit rough, but then it's like, oh, yikes. I know where my home is, kind of thing. So that's what I'm getting. And look at that, 10 of Cups. So like there's not like you have the 10 of Cups, it's here. It just may be needing a little bit of tweaking is what I'm seeing. James, can you get me some water, please? Please. I'm dying first. I've been on here for 2 hours.
Wow.
Right. Career messages for Aquarius, please. Career messages. Aquarius. Aquarius is not a water sign. So it's just too fast to call out the sign earlier. Yeah, I feel like the relationship you're in might be, I don't know, the person you're with might be like, I don't know if you're like a provider in this connection, and I feel like you're having to really work hard, and like that's maybe why you're struggling in this relationship, because it feels a bit burdensome. But I feel like this difficult phase will be over, and as I said, it just needs a bit of tweaking, communication. But I do see like work being a heavy burden. You feel like you have to do everything in this relationship, like earn the money, also be there as a partner. I don't know if you have children, but also be there for the children. So it's a little bit like it's a little bit intense basically, and you're finding it difficult. You might have to defend yourself a lot as well, or you might have to like defend yourself when it comes to work, and like make time for it, or make time for your family, and kind of defend yourself against work and, I don't know, bosses and things like that. Yeah, I feel like there's so much more you could be doing. Well, that's how you feel. You definitely have to maneuver like things. I do see you being very determined, diligent, dedicated to your path, but saying that it doesn't come easy. There also may be somebody that you want to reunite with, is what I'm seeing here. Like there's somebody you're still thinking about that you want to reunite with. And this could also be like linked to the previous segment of the reading where I said that you want to like leave your current situation, because there may be somebody that you are thinking of that you would like to reunite with, and that could be implicating all of this dynamic. But it could essentially be the fact that you're just overworked and things are feeling really heavy at the moment. So I guess your advice would be just to take a breather and make sure that you make time for self, not just a relationship and work, but also for yourself. You know, even if it's running yourself a bath and like pampering yourself in that regard, or I don't know, getting yourself a massage or something like that. Oh, that's good. Right. Last but not least is the Pisces. Right, messages, love messages for Pisces, please. Get out, work out, and have a great life. Is how I read that. Get out, work out. Yeah. Get out and work out. Oh, I need to work out. I feel like my belly's starting to sit on my lap again. We can't have that. We can't have that. I won't comment on Pisces. Why not? You can comment all you want. You can comment all you want. Right. Love messages for Pisces. Ooh. like you have spoken about like ending something, but like not necessarily taking action on it. It could be a relationship. It could be something that's unhealthy, that's affecting your relationships or your ability to have relationships. There's still something that you are disappointed in. And like, I feel like this disappointment impacts your existing relationships or your ability, as I said, to get into a relationship, because it's like there's something in the past that like is still in your energy, and it's like a heavy energy of like, or aura of like disappointment, regret in some way. And I feel like you're still fighting this off, whether or not this is conscious or unconscious. But I feel like it's still impacting on your energy right now, and your love life in general. Yeah, there's something like you're not really happy. There's something that you feel like you cannot see. There's a decision that maybe you have to make that you are unable to make. It could be you unsure of whether you should end something or not, because you feel like blinded in some way, like you can't see the truth of the matter. There's something you're not seeing. Combined with like energy from the past, it makes you feel a bit stuck and unable to like maneuver in the way that you need. And there's something about your light feeling dimmed as well in some way. Whatever conflict is transpiring here will come to an end. There will be peace and there will be balance restored in this situation, because I do feel like there's a lot of conflict. Something feels, oh my god, I don't know, something feels really heavy, like something's really weighing you down. It's like if you're in a relationship, but you still feel lonely. You're still waiting. Like, I feel like you're like waiting for someone to return, to come back, without you're not feeling fulfilled in some way. You might keep tabs on them. This could be somebody that's waiting for you. That could be reminiscing you, holding on to you, waiting for your return, maybe spying on you in some way, keeping tabs on you. That's what I'm getting. I'm waiting for that Empress card. She didn't show up this time. She didn't show up this time. No Empress card. No. Right. Career messages for Pisces. Career messages for Pisces. Career messages for Pisces, please. Wow. Someone wants to bring you like fairness in a workplace. Like, somebody's got your back. Wherever you work, somebody's got your back, okay? They're always supporting you. They're always like, even if you're not in the same room as them, they have your back solidly. Like, they really solidly have your back. Oh my god, what the hell is going on here? You got double tens. Really good changes are happening. I don't know why. Somebody around you hates that you're getting what you want. Like, they are not sleeping because they think you're not only getting like having a good like they feel like you're not only happy and getting what you want in terms of relationships, but it's like money wise, career wise, you're also getting what you want. Like, you've got wish fulfillment, and somebody doesn't like this. Somebody's not happy. Why are they not happy though, Spirit? Oh my god, What the hell? This is someone's karma. This is someone's karma. And this is your justice. Because you have released something. Now, this again, this is so like, I think next time I'm not going to separate the segment because I feel like career and love is just, it just comes out together like in most readings. But like, I genuinely feel like somebody hasn't been able to let you go and they're kicking themselves for not trying harder. And you've released them. And I feel like you're determined to like move forward. You was determined to release something. Or there's some determination in you where you're not giving up on something and it's got somebody like freaking out. And you have supporters, especially when it comes to work. Like there's something about work. There's something about you not giving up on yourself, on life in general. And there's someone or some people that don't like that, especially in work, because like you're not somebody that can be defeated very easily. Pisces energy, Scorpio energy. I do feel like you're fearing your future though. Like there's something about your future that is uncertain, unsure when it comes to your like career, and that keeps you a little bit like you're uneasy about that, but you're not giving up, and that's the key because you're determined. Your determination is just so strong. It's like nothing can knock you down. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Right. Yeah, I guess it was a good reading. Did get the Empress, but hey ho. No Pisces will be getting will be impregnated just yet. Okay. All signs now. All signs starting from Aries to Pisces. I need to get my other cards, so bear with me. 1 second. Right. All signs, Aries to Pisces. Right, messages for the Aries. No, it's not messages for the Aries. Start again. I always do this. Oh my god. Right. So, what I meant to say is if you're dealing with an Aries, wow. Okay, this Aries is like watching you. They're keeping tabs on you. They might drive past your house. I don't know why I had at night time. Okay. But yeah, they are watching you. Watching you. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Taurus, this Taurus daydreams a lot about you, but like they're stuck. They're not making any action, taking any action. They daydream about you. There's a Pisces, specifically a Pisces, that they daydream about a lot. They can't get you out their head. They think about like a future with you, and like, yeah, I don't know. They're not taking action though. They feel stuck in some way. If you're dealing with a Gemini, if you're dealing with an Aries or Taurus as a Libra, run. Wow, this Gemini, like, you're not talking to this Gemini, but like this Gemini wants a new opportunity with you. If you're dealing with a Cancer, this Cancer is like really stressed out. There's something about family that's stressing them out. Big time, big time. They're stressed about family. If you're dealing with a Leo, this Leo, I think this Leo will tell you that they just want to be single. They just want to be like independent. Like they're not really interested in being in a relationship right now. If you're dealing with a Virgo, wow. Always something with Leos. This Virgo like wants healing between you. So like there's something about like discord between you and this Virgo, and this Virgo is like seeking healing, like to balance the situation out with you. If you're dealing with a Libra, this Libra is wanting something for the future. Like they want a future with you. Yeah, they want a future with you. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, this Scorpio doesn't want to give up. Like, I don't know, there's something about them not wanting to give up, them realizing something, and they realize that they don't want to give up. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Sagittarius is like more focused on like money. Like money, responsibilities. I feel like they're not really, yeah, that's where their focus is really. Capricorn, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, there's a lot of things changing in the Capricorn's life. They are walking away from something, and they might be even moving. Like I see this person moving. They potentially could be moving, or they just could be going through some kind of significant transition, like maybe exiting a relationship. I just feel like they're closing one chapter and entering into a new one. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius is like they're heartbroken, but they hide it. There's a lot of heartbreak in their energy that they don't talk about. They don't talk about it, but they're in so much pain in secret. They're suffering. Oh, I actually feel bad for them. Oh, I really want to give all the Aquariuses going through this a hug. I actually want to cry. I don't know why. Air sign, not a water sign yet. If you're dealing with a Pisces, okay. This Pisces is very, 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 and I'm actually speaking from self right now as well as the cards. But yeah, this person is very protective over their relationship. Very protective. That is what I'm seeing. So that is your all signs readings. Maybe they are. I don't know. I haven't discovered that yet. I can't say I agree with that right now. I guess time will tell. I'm also going to do all signs from the hidden hermit. Sorry, not the hidden. The hermit tarot deck. So we're going to pull what they would say. The person you're dealing with, what would they say? The person that you are dealing with, what would they say? From Aries to Pisces. What would the Aries say? What would the Aries say? The Aries says, your family won't like me. So there's something about this Aries thinking that your family won't like you. Taurus, they feel like they're terrified. Something about them being terrified. Gemini, I'm open to compromise. So Gemini wants you to know that they're open to compromise now. I don't know, there might be something you spoke about that you wasn't agreeing on. They now want to compromise. Cancer says, you are my everything. You are my everything. The confused response on that alone was funny. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I've never been married. Well, I've never had a successful marriage. So, yeah. It speaks for itself, doesn't it? What can I say? It speaks for itself. Leo. What would the Leo say? The Leo is waiting for you. Well, if it's a Leo, if it's like any Leo that I know, Leos are quite me, and a bit egotistical. So they could want you to make the first move. So just bear that in mind. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they want, I think so, yes. So that gives me the indication. That gives me the indication that they are not sure about something. I think so, yes. You can't think, but also yes, you get it. Like, it's either one or the other. Who are we on? That was the Virgo. Libra. Oh, wow. Libra's angry with you. I can't even look at you right now. Damn, what did you do to the Libra? Oh, God. Who upset you, Libra? Libra. Who upset you? Gemini. 2 twins. Yeah. That Leo's going to eat you. Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio has a lot of love. A lot of love. Like, overflowing amount of love. Sagittarius. Sagittarius needs more time. I feel like the Sagittarius is just working on something right now outside of relationships. Like, they're not maybe ready for commitment. Capricorn wants you to wait. Wait! Don't go anywhere. Libras are super loyal until they are not. Ooh. Aquarius. I want to get you drunk. Oh, they want to get you drunk and crunk and drunk and crunk. They want to get you drunk and crunk. Aquarius wants to get busy. Pisces. Oh, what would the Pisces say? Oh, light. I don't know what that means, but they may feel like you're the light in their life. They might see the truth in you. I don't know. Something a bit poetic there. Something about your light, your essence, your aura. Something about a particular light. Something about light on the wedding. Light on the wedding. Ring light? I don't understand. I don't know. It's like this. Maybe they've had an epiphany moment. This Pisces. Like the light's been turned on. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I don't know. This Pisces is definitely having an epiphany moment. An awakening of some kind. But that is your reading today, guys. Thank you, Blanket, for keeping me company this evening. Maybe you will be on the next one, who knows? But it's been lovely to have you. I hope you're subscribing, and I hope your bell notifications are turned on. And I hope you don't stay a ghost forever, because I don't like ghosts, to be honest. Although I know we meet each other often. So I think I dreamt about you last night, funnily enough. I'm just waffling. I'm taking a pee. Anyway, good night. Bye. How do I end this? Not me faffing around. You're welcome.